Today's trade came right to my level and bounced to the penny, and that's why I trust this strategy. Hey traders, welcome back to the Small Account Trek Challenge, where I help traders just like you take a small $500 account and build it all the way up to a brand new high-end adventure trek. And we're doing it with just one trade a day. We're going to try to reach that goal in less than 4 months. And we're doing it with a whole lot of precision, discipline, and a truckload of upside. Let's break down today's price action so that you can see how clean this trade really was. No guessing and no FOMO. All right, traders, let's break down today's trade on PTIX. From my $500 Small Account Truck Challenge. Today is August 21st, 2025, and this one turned into a 53% gain in just 35 minutes. The Discord alert came in at 6:15 a.m. Mountain Time. PTX had all the right ingredients. A fresh news catalyst, it was a super nano-float, it had high short interest, and serious volume early. On top of that, the chart was clean. Price was holding above the daily 34 and the daily 50 EMAs, leaving room for a run to the daily 200 EMA. Those are setups that I want my students to look for. Here's where I'm different from most of the industry hype that you'll see online. A lot of traders would have jumped in during pre-market, chopping themselves into pieces in that noise. But today I told myself this morning, don't touch anything until after the opening bell rings. That discipline saved me. This is why I tell my students, don't chase every wiggle you see at 6 in the morning. Most of those so-called gurus teaching pre-market breakout strategies are just feeding you losses. The cleanest money moves come after opening bell, when institutions actually step in. That's how you separate hype from mastery. Here's the setup. At 7:34 a.m. Mountain Time, right after the bell rang, PTIX surged into the $4 pre-market support resistance institutional level from our Discord alert. Volume came in strong, and I had full EMA confluence lining up. Now, I'll admit this entry was a slight chase, but it was a chase into strength with a very tight stop. My entry was $4.03 with a super tight stop at $4. That's 3 cents risk. My reward requirement was 3-to-1 minimum, so I needed at least 9 cents per share profit. But instead of setting a tiny target like that, we had the Discord levels mapped out ahead of time. The first target zone was $5.32 to $5.40. The stretch target was $6.15. That way I could let volume guide me. By 8:09 a.m., PTIX ripped all the way to our $6.15 Discord level. That's where I took profits, $2.12 per share, locking in a whopping $457.92 in just over half an hour. Why did I exit there? Because I knew price was about to face the daily 200 EMA down here, because it needs to prove that as support for continuation. And proving that as a new support is never guaranteed. So instead of gambling, I secured the profit. That's risk management. This trade returned over 53% in just 35 minutes. And the move happened exactly at our Discord institutional levels, what I call our smart targets. These levels aren't guesswork, and you won't find them anywhere else. They're exclusive to my group. That's how you trade with confidence instead of hope. As I always say, levels don't lie. Indicators lag. Emotions mislead. But institutional levels? They'll tell you the whole story if you just listen. So let's talk about key takeaways. Wait for the opening bell when pre-market action is choppy. Use Discord institutional levels to define your risk and reward, not your emotions. EMA confluence adds confidence, but volume tells you the truth. Don't gamble on unproven resistance breaks. Take your profits at mapped levels. Did you know over 70% of nano-float stocks with high short interest and strong catalysts will test the daily 200 EMA if they're holding above the 34 and 50 EMAs? But fewer than half will actually confirm support there. That's why profit taking into those levels is so critical. This PTIX trade added $457.92 to the truck fund, bringing our challenge account from the starting balance of just $513 up to $1,329.11. That's already a 165% growth in just 4 trades. We're officially rolling with momentum toward that brand new track. Guys, if this breakdown helps you, make sure you like this video and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Every episode is packed with strategies and education that you won't find anywhere else. And you don't want to miss the next trade breakdown. So guys, if you're serious about leveling up your trading game and finally achieving a 95% win rate on your trades, join us today at MomentumStockTraders.com. And here's what you're going to get when you join us. Every day you get full trade guidance on every trade that we take. I walk you through every trade step by step. You get the custom scanners and charting tools. These are the same ones that I use to be able to identify every setup before they make the big move. You get full access to our private Discord channel, and this is where the action happens. You get the AI-assisted alerts so that you're never left second guessing when things are really heating up. You get the institutional levels, and these are the real levels. These are not the retail levels. These are the levels the institutions position their trades, and these are the levels that move the market. You'll get the full trade breakdowns every day so that you'll know exactly why things worked out the way they did. But the best part is you're going to get personal one-on-one mentoring from me personally, and you'll get access to an amazing, fantastic community of serious day traders. This program is for anyone who's serious about fixing problems like profits too small or losses too big. And if you lack consistency in your win rate, this is the right place for you because we solve all of those problems for you. But this is not a copy my trade service. It's real education, real guidance, and a real platform to grow your skills, your profitability, and your edge. And here's the brutal fact about trade copying services. If you're trade copying, you're simply copying somebody else's click. That's emotion. That's not strategy. And here's the thing, guys. You're already late to the game. You've increased your risk, you've reduced your profits, and that fuels panic. Our edge? Real insider chart information that fuels action, not reaction, and profit, not panic. The members inside of our community are crushing it every single day. So if you're ready to stop second-guessing yourself and trade with real clarity, head over to MomentumStockTraders.com and join us today. And thanks so much for hanging out with me for a few minutes today. I hope this video was helpful to you. And remember, trade focused, trade patient, trade smart, and let's grow those small accounts together. And I'll see you in the next video.